I'm Judge Andrew Napolitano, and the verdict is coming on the Department of Homeland Security report entitled Right-Wing Extremism, Current Economic and Political Climate Fueling Resurgence in Radicalization and Recruitment. What? Here's the question. Have the people in the Congress who gladly gave power to George W. Bush now fear this power will be used by President Barack Obama? Here are the facts. The unclassified summary of this report, which is part of a larger classified report, contains few proper names, has no footnotes of any significance, lists very few sources, and is drafted with an obvious prejudice against anyone who criticizes the role of the federal government in our lives today. The document itself cautions the reader that it is not to be used or released to the public, the media, or other personnel who do not have a valid need to know without prior approval of the Department of Homeland Security. The thrust of this report is that the present environment of economic instability, returning military veterans, fear of the loss of Second Amendment protected rights, an African American president, and fear of financial elites makes for fertile breeding grounds for groups whose power and ideas the government hates and fears. Here's what I think. The document is terrifying. One can only imagine what is contained in the classified version, the full version of this document. But even this shortened, unclassified one tells the reader that Big Brother is watching both public and private behavior. The whole purpose of the First Amendment is to guarantee open, broad, robust debate on the policies and the personnel of the government. The First Amendment presumes that individuals, not the government, will choose what they want to believe and espouse, what they read and say, and with whom they associate in public and in private. The writers of this abominable DHS report are particularly concerned with the expression of opinions that might be used to fuel ideas that challenge federal authority or favor state or local government over the federal government itself. Unfortunately, legislation passed during the past 8 years gives the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI the tools to monitor everything from a telephone conversation to the keystrokes used on a personal computer without a warrant issued by a federal judge. That is a violation of your constitutional rights. My guess is that the sentiments revealed in this report are the tip of an iceberg that the Department of Homeland Security would prefer to keep submerged until it needs to reveal it. This iceberg is the heavy hand of government, a government with large and awful eyes, in whose heart there is no love for freedom, and on whose face there is no smile. Judge Andrew Napolitano, Fox News.